Welcome to 100 Lies the God Culture teaches about the Philippines. In order to make it easier for everyone to understand that Timothy J. Schwab of the God Culture is teaching nothing but lies about the Philippines, I have decided to stop making long videos and articles detailing a litany of lies and instead list them one by one. Let's start this series off with a lie that Antonio Pigafetta claimed to have seen elephants in the Philippines. Antonio Pigafetta's journal is an important source for our knowledge of Magellan's voyage around the world. Therefore it is a no-brainer that Timothy J. Schwab of the God Culture uses his journal to make his case for the Philippines being Ophir and Tarshish. But there is a problem. Tim actually lies about what is in that journal to prop up his claims. I have gone over this lie before, but it simply cannot be stressed enough that in his book The Search for King Solomon's Treasure, Timothy J. Schwab falsified Pigafetta's journal to make it appear he saw elephants in the Philippines. The source for this quote is number 79 in Tim's source book. In the back of Solomon's Treasure, the source is cited as follows. In the source book it looks like this. In the first citation it appears that Tim is citing an actual book. In the second it is clear that he is citing Wikisource, which is not an actual book with the pages. This makes a big difference because he claims the citation is on page 112 but it is actually on page 111. It's little things like this that show what an awful researcher Tim really is and how the God Culture is most certainly a one-man show and not a team of researchers. He can't even be bothered to search out the actual page from the book, so he gets the citation wrong. But neither on Wikisource nor in the book nor in Tim's source book does Pigafetta say they were in Palawan when they encountered elephants. On page 110 Pigafetta says they had left Palawan and made their way to Borneo. It is after leaving Palawan on page 110 that the crew encounter elephants on page 111. And guess what? There are no more mentions of encounters with elephants in the entire journal except on the island of Borneo. Tim makes this same claim about Pigafetta in two of his videos.
And Pigafetta, the Italian scholar who traveled with Magellan, mentions multiple times he saw elephants in the Philippines. In 1521, Pigafetta, the Italian scholar who traveled with Magellan, records seeing elephants especially on Palawan, Philippines.
If you look closely you can see that Tim's citation in this video is from page 99 of Lord Stanley's book The First Voyage Around the World. But as we have seen, that is not the case, as it is on page 111. How is that Tim has two different page numbers for this citation? Did Tim even read this book? Obviously not. At a conference held on February 13, 2023, Tim expanded the lie to Pigafetta seeing elephants on 3 islands.
Even Pigafetta, in his journal, when Magellan came in 1521, tells you he saw elephants in at least 3 different islands. They were here.
Every single one of those statements is a lie. Again, it cannot be stressed enough that Timothy J. Schwab did not misinterpret Pigafetta but actually falsified the text by inserting the word Palawan to make it appear that Pigafetta saw elephants in the Philippines. He might claim he did that to clarify the text, but if one reads Pigafetta's journal, the insertion of Palawan into the text actually clarifies nothing. This is not an issue of misinterpretation. This is straight up deception on Tim's part, and he needs to answer this charge. He needs to explain himself. This one act of lying is strong enough to cast doubt on everything he has said about the Philippines. If he is so brazen as to not only lie in this manner but actually fabricate evidence, where else is he lying? What other evidence has he fabricated? Everywhere, in fact, and I have proven that in over 70 articles, and now I will prove it in this series of videos.